Today on the 5-Minute Book Review, we continue on with Graphic Novel Month. This is the futuristic tale, Old Man Logan. It's set 50 years in the future, all heck is broken loose, and most of the superheroes are dead. Wolverine, he's retired from his superhero ways. He flat out refuses to ever pop his claws ever again, and now he lives with his family on a farm. I'm not selling this book, am I? Anyway, people threaten his family, and ooh, will he or won't he ever make his return to his violent ways? Spoiler alert, of course he does. You think they're going to make an 8-issue miniseries about Wolverine feeding chickens? Coin toss to start, and Ian is the winner.
5-Minute Book Review with Curtis and Ian. It is Graphic Novel Month for us here on the 5-Minute Book Review, partially because we're behind on our other reading, and well, we read a lot of graphic novels anyway. This week, it's Wolverine, Old Man Logan. This is a storyline that takes place outside of regular sort of Wolverine continuity. It's in the future. The world has been destroyed by supervillains. All the heroes are dead except for a couple, including Wolverine, who is no longer Wolverine. He doesn't pop his claws, he doesn't fight, he's just a farmer in California. Gets hired by an old friend named Hawkeye to make a run across the country, and insanity ensues. It is a horrifying look at the potential future of the Marvel Universe and what could happen to it if the villains ever decide to get their acts together and just really beat the living tar out of all the heroes. It's brilliantly written, it's expertly executed. I think it's a fantastic storyline. It's one of my favorites, honestly, of all time.
I don't know, Ian, it just wasn't quite violent enough for me. That was laced with sarcasm. Man, I stopped reading comics in like 1991 just because I felt they were all fluff. You know me, I could go on and on about how Kraven's Lost Hunt was so life-changing because it was so dark, and then once it ended, all the comic books around me just kind of went back to that happy, punchy-feely, just fluff. 15 years later, it's all dark, Ian. It's all dark. I'm watching my paychecks get sucked away by getting back into the comic book industry because it's all dark now. This is horrific. Horrific from start to finish, Ian. I was like chewing my nails while I read this. Is this really what Marvel Comics has become? I kind of like it. This is a great story. Like you said, Wolverine, he's a farmer. It's just something like this, for me, is so far out of the box because I'm used to just Peter Parker doesn't have enough money for Aunt May's medication. He needs to go take some pictures. Oh, here comes the Vulture. Oh, hilarity ensues. He gets the pictures and gets paid on the medication. Next.
Yeah, Spider-Man really isn't a factor in this future, mainly because he's one of the many who are good and dead. I think the scene in this book that really, well, there are two scenes in this book that really set it for me as this is pretty grim. Number one, the Tyrannosaurus Rex running after them with the Venom symbiote on it, trying to eat them. And number two, the driving through the gigantic skeleton of Hank Pym as part of the highway on the road to New York. It's kind of an insane image when you think about it.
I like how the Kingpin's like all gangsta now. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed how they evolved the characters. Like, comic books aren't for kids anymore. I missed the whole bus. And I'm so happy we're doing this now because now I'm like trying to catch up. So much I don't know. There's all the superheroes have kids now, and some are like you said, they're all dead. But yeah, the line of it was they meet the original Incredible Hulk, and when he turns into the Hulk, as usual, no one likes me when I'm angry. It's a lot different in this book what he says.
Yeah, he's not a good person. But then again, none of them are. You look at what was done to Wolverine when they finally make, there's the whole thing. Why has he not popped his claws? Why is he not Wolverine anymore? Why is he just Logan? And the reveal on that is freaking crazy. What was done to him as part of this revolution of the supervillains was astonishing, to say the least. It's not something I ever expected to see on the pages of a Marvel comic book. It's something, you expect more from Alan Moore on something where people don't have those kind of expectations of, like you said, of the happy-go-lucky ending. This is not a happy-go-lucky book. This is not Peter Parker hunting for Aunt May's medication money. This is a slaughter fest, to say the least.
Yeah, it's good times. Again, it's just It's so, I have to turn around and look and make sure I'm actually still reading Marvel Comics because it's weird, Ian. Totally weird.
Agreed.
Thoughts?
Thumbs up. I mean, read it 10 times, read it 20, buy 4 copies and read them all 10 times. I mean, seriously, it's fantastic.
Yeah, the line the Hulk says, it's jaw-dropping. It's not a happy read from start, middle to finish, but it's a good read. Really enjoyed this one.
Agreed.